G'day mate, Aaron Rabinowitz here for CreativeCow.net. You ever experienced the problem where you're trying to hold a layer in place, so you set two position keyframes that are exactly the same, but the layer keeps moving anyway? Now if you haven't seen this elusive beast, consider yourselves lucky. But those of us that have seen it, and have lived to tell the tale, know that nothing kills animation like keyframes that are out of control. Now down under, we call this bugger the After Effects Boomerang effect, because the layers seem to come into position, swing back around like a boomerang, and then continue on. Now as soon as that happens, most animators either start adding extra useless keyframes, delete the needed offending keyframes, or just give up altogether and go out with their mates to the local billabong for a coldie. Well crikey, don't do that! When it comes to the boomerang effect, I say don't work against nature, work with her, and together we can help preserve the delicate balance of our After Effects animation environment. The problem comes from the fact that these position keyframes are Bezier keyframes. Now you can tell that because they generate a curvy motion path. In fact, it's these very curves that are causing all the ruckus. Now you could convert these to linear spatial keyframes, but then all the motion will be linear as well, which is not what we want. Now we need to find a solution that allows us to keep our curvy motion, but that doesn't give us that pesky boomerang effect. But the thing is, when you're working with Bezier keyframes, After Effects likes flowing curves and motion. That's right, no opportunities for your layer to bludger about sitting around doing nothing. Oh no, when you're working with curvy motion and have two keyframes on the same spot, After Effects will find a way to continue moving that layer, even if that means looping it around back into position before moving it out again. And while this is a problem caused by spatial keyframes, the solution to this is handled with temporal keyframes. So go into your timeline and hit P to reveal your temporal position keyframes, and then right click on the first of the two identical keyframes, and from the pop-up choose Toggle Hold Keyframe. Now, hold keyframes are keyframes that tell After Effects not to animate a property until the next keyframe comes along. So by doing this, you've made bloody well sure that your layer will not be able to move until the next keyframe, solving our boomerang dilemma. Ripper, problem solved. If you're not clear on the whole spatial keyframe versus temporal keyframe thing, I'm going to suggest you check out the CreativeCow.net Multimedia 101 podcast called What is Interpolation, which explains how both time and space affect animation. And don't forget, we've got plenty of other podcasts such as the CreativeCow.net Adobe Premiere Pro podcast, all of which you can find at www.creativecow.net/podcasts. And if that's not good oil, then I don't know what is. Anyway, as always, I hope this helps you in the work that you do. And let's save the boomerangs for the skippies, right? Once again, this is Aaron Rabinowitz for CreativeCow.net. Cheerio!